Damian Mason joining you to discuss bugs, the business of agriculture, and your food. Okay, bugs. We're going to talk about a couple of them. The one you've been hearing about nonstop, coronavirus, and another one you haven't heard much about, locusts. Yes, I did say locusts, just like the Bible story, locusts. And I'm going to give you an agricultural perspective on this. First off, coronavirus. It's been wall-to-wall coverage for the last 10 days. We peeled 12% off of the stock market. Your 401k is down. Some of you have been acting very irrationally. I've seen on social media. You're canceling trips. You're not going to go meet anybody. You're going to avoid being in public. Come on, people. You're embarrassing yourself. All right? Can you die of coronavirus? Sure. You can also die of choking on chicken bones, but it's not going to stop you from running through the kernels and grabbing you a bucket of chicken and eating it while you're driving, while you're texting, and living very, very dangerously, I might add, yet you're worried about a bug, coronavirus. Yes, it's something to be concerned about. It's probably not nearly as grave a concern as you have let the media talk you into. A bigger concern for humanity. Not necessarily here, but for the people of Africa. Swarms of locusts threaten East Africa. What? I didn't hear anything about this. Of course you didn't. You've been dialed into the coronavirus network for the last 7 days. Meanwhile, in today's Wall Street Journal, on page A10, swarms of locusts threaten East Africa. This is big, people. This is like straight out of the Bible, plague kind of stuff. 800 square miles of crops have been destroyed in Kenya. Okay, in Somalia, desert locusts in a swarm the size of Manhattan. Did you hear what I just said? A swarm the size of the island of Manhattan is going through the country of Somalia eating the people's food. These are already food insecure countries. These people are already not eating well, and now we're taking their food. The locusts are taking their food. Dig this, 10 nations on 2 continents. We've got a lot of Eastern African countries, and we also have Pakistan being affected by this. There are people that are going to die. All you've been focused on is coronavirus and whether you can go to the mall, and there's going to be 33 million people, according to the United Nations, that very likely will starve to death because of locusts. Now, why am I telling you about this? Because I want you to give a little business of agriculture credit. I want you and everybody that eats to think about the wonderful aspect of North American agriculture. Our supply chains might be disrupted, but we'll still have food because we're so good at producing it in abundance and in safe and reliable forms. The other thing, we are innovative. Now, you have seen where the chemical companies are being sued, and you have seen where cause groups want to disallow insecticide. How do you kill locusts? Either with a fly swatter or with insecticide. These poor countries in Eastern Africa formed a coalition years ago, but they have money to fund it. So to take on these locusts, they have 4 aircraft built in the 1960s. You couldn't possibly go and spray these swarms of locusts with 4 60-year-old aircraft and tanks, okay? So the business of agriculture here in the United States gives us abundance, gives us reliability, and also gives us innovation so that you will never have to worry about food being shut off because of coronavirus fears or because of locusts. I'm Damian Mason. I am the author of Food Fear, where I talk about the realities of food production and the business of agriculture. Please pick up a copy and keep things in perspective, folks.